Hey everybody, 911 here, and today I'm going to show you a couple of old World of Tanks replays. Next week I'm probably going to start doing them live, but for now, as you can see, we're on Siegfried Line. I am driving the KV2 DERP wagon, as people call it. I'm going to go free cam here, so everything's easier. Takes a little while to load all the scenery, but that's how World of Tanks is. As you can see, I'm in the KV2, like I said. Big 152, short-barreled here. Only loading high explosive. Got my nice little Canadian emblems all over my tanks. It's kind of a rule of mine. Very proud of my nationality, so I put Canadian flags on everything. That is, except for the Type 59, which I put spiders on for some weird reason. Don't know why. Don't ask. We got quite an interesting variety of tanks. Now, this mission, doesn't list it here, but I was supposed to destroy, destroy, I think, 3 heavy tanks, or 2 heavy tanks. It was something like that, but that didn't happen. But the replay still went well, even though I never made it to the end, and we still won in the end. But it's like I didn't play through the entire thing. But this one had a few nice long shots, so I'll show you that. Okay, so now I'm adjusting. There's a T-43 way over there. Now this gun, the 152 on the KV2, has terrible accuracy. Horrendous. But if you're good enough, you can make a shot like that. And this is the largest caliber cannon at this tier. This guy's, I'm in a tier 6 right now. I think the heaviest tanks in here, they're the Tiger, so it's tier 7. Even the tier 7s, well actually, yeah, even the tier 7s, I don't think get this big of a gun, except if you count artillery. But again, artillery is never good in a direct firefight. We're taking the Churchill, another hit. And here comes the VK3601H. As you can see, he's hiding over here. So I'm gonna head up here. The SU-100Y box tank is behind me. He's gonna lend me some help. And set him on fire, but he put it out right away. SU-100Y beside me has like no armor, but does wield the mighty 130mm gun from the IS-7 Tier 10. And nice snapshot there, and ooh, ammo rack. That's gotta sting, you know? But as things are, this is how it kinda goes. I took quite a few... Ooh. Yeah, I took quite a few hits in the side from somebody out in the field there. The Dicker Max. Or as it translates, is the Fat Max. Big 105 on that thing. He probably was the one. I'm not sure if he was the one hurting me. Seems like there's another guy. But KV2 also doesn't have very good view range. And there's the tank destroyer. The MX AC-46. Took about almost half his health away with that shot. Should back off. Getting a little too overzealous here. just a tad. 38 NA nearby. Light tank. Upgrade version of the 38T, if you're familiar with that vehicle. 38 NA is actually, when I first started off, like quite a few years ago, is one of the tanks I got stuck with for a very long time and that I hated because even though it's a tier up from the 38T, it doesn't get a better gun, so you end up getting stuck with stuff. Anyway, this is the end of this replay, as you can see, so let's go on to the next one. Alright, right into the next match, and we are playing one of my favorite tanks that I've even gotten stripes in, as you can see on the barrel of this monster, the Jagpanzer E100, or as many people in the community like to call it, the railgun, mounting the mighty 170mm long-barreled cannon. This thing, if you want alpha damage on a TD, the only thing that can outmatch this is the two 183 tanks, one of which is based on a heavy and the other one is based on a medium. Medium one's not that great, even though it's the most recent. You get more mobility and stuff like that, but I prefer this thing simply because of the sheer power and the armor and everything. Sure, it doesn't have a turret like the other two, but if you know what you're doing, you can bounce practically anything. So let's watch. We're going around. I'm gonna speed this up because this takes quite a while to get into position. 4 times is good. Okay, now action starting up here. Maybe 2 times. Yeah, we got IS-3, another Jagpanzer, T-34. Now before you think T-34 means the Russian one, yes it does and doesn't. There's also T-34 in this game, which is, if you look over at that icon over there, that's a really weird symbol. That's an American heavy, actually. So, and this is just for those who don't know, who haven't played World of Tanks before. The T-34, T-30, and T-29 are essentially all the same vehicle with different sized guns.
Gegnerisches Fahrzeug ausgeschaltet.
The T-29 gets a 90mm as max gun. The T-34 is a premium and gets the 105, and the T-30 gets the 155mm. The only difference is T-29 is a heavy, T-34 is a premium heavy, T-30 is a tank destroyer. Used to be a tier 10 heavy. So, taking aim and all that kind of stuff. All that night jazz. You know it's night jazz. I mean nice jazz. Ugh. Can't talk. So how you doing today? I'm doing good. You gotta be animated, from what I understand. Talk with your hands. Gotta be entertaining. And oh, Jagpanzer standoff. This will be interesting. As you can see right from there, that's how much damage you can expect to take. He took one shot at me and took almost half my health away. I did basically the exact same to him. This gun, let's see. Damage. Okay, hold on a second. 299mm of penetrate, 1050 damage per shot with armor piercing. With heat rounds, 150 damage per shot, 420 penetration, and with HE, 1400 damage per shot with 85mm of penetration. Although at tier 10, you're hardly ever going to run into something with just 85 millimeters of armor. Unless you're fighting like a... oh, I don't know, a T-54 lightweight scout tank or something else like it. Maybe an artillery. Though most of the artillery are... well, yeah, most of them are that way. Or cause somebody's ammo rack to detonate from the shockwave or something like that. So we're moving up. Now, I'm being very careful here. I'm talking to the Bat Chat, as you probably saw in chat there. The Bat Chatelion, as they say, who's behind me a little ways. And he's being fairly cautious, and I can understand why, because he can only probably take 1 or 2 more hits. Now what I'm doing here is I'm waving my armor around, so it's really hard to penetrate me. Now I'm gonna take a risk. I've decided I'll take the IS-3. Take the IS-3 and over-penetrate and do no damage, which is really crappy for me. Oh, I took a hit. The T110E3 is really putting some hurt into me right now. Oh, Bat Chat finished him off. That's nice. Whoa. As you can see, yeah, the T110E3. T110E3 is perhaps one of the most heavily armored vehicles in the entire game. It's even harder to get through than the German Maus. And that's saying something.
Wir haben sie böse erwischt.
And it's even faster than the T95, which was the Maus's closest competitor in terms of armor.
Der ging voll durch ihre Panzerung.
So we're moving along at a good pace here. Everything's going all right. There's only like 3 minutes left in the entire game. Down to 3 targets, 2 artillery and our little resident E3 up there, who's now having a lot of trouble because he has to choose what he's going to shoot at, while about, oh, I don't know, 9 tanks descend on him from all directions.
Der ging nicht durch.
And I forgot right there that the commander's cupola on the E3 is incredibly well armored compared to the other T110 vehicles like the T110E4 and the E5. Oh, that was a good hit by artillery right there. Shaved off a lot of health. Lightweight seems to be changing. Oh, Bat Chat got him, looks like. That was the arty Bat Chat. Anyway, on to the next one, because these are all fairly short right now. Some of you out there are probably trying to determine how I determine what to record and what not to record. And for the most part, what I do is I go into the replay files and I try and figure out, well, what files are the largest, because they tend to last the longest. Now, after I clicked on this one, I remember that this is a battle we lost, and I wasn't around for the entire thing, but, or at least I don't think I stayed in the game. I might have, but, the main problem with this match, well, the main reason I'm alright posting this one is because I feel I did pretty well, considering. Now, we're on defense here on this assault map, which means, despite what you'll see a lot of people say, don't rush forward, don't die, stay alive, do damage, and help your team. Mr. How do you say that? Off-Clanthing Panther over there, Mr. Whoever, didn't seem to get that idea. So when me, this E75 here, and the 103 all set up in sniping positions to take advantage of what the Panther was spotting, the scout tank, he got mobbed by a bunch of enemy heavies when they rushed forward and died. And then he went into chat and proceeded to yell at us. But it was all very entertaining, and I think I did very well in this match. So, let's see what's going on. So as you can see, I'm sniping here. I'm taking a look-see to see if the pattern will come around the corner. This Panther is playing a very risky game. I think he's equipped with a 105. He might not be. Oh! T-57 heavy autoloader. Dang. That's gonna be hard. M103. Looks like there's a T-32 up there as well. I can't see him, but you can see him there on the mini-map. So I suspect there's going to be more guys showing up. Oh, and here they come. T-32 took a shot, hardly caused any damage. VK-4502B rushes forward. There's an IS-3. Oh, wow, that's fun. And an M41 Bulldog. We've got about, I think over half the enemy team is on this side of the map alone. Versus about 3 of us. Oh, and took 3 hits. Survived all, no damage. IS-4, as you will see right here, has really good sloped armor, an armored hatch for the driver, good turret. Took damage to the track there, but I'm doing pretty well, all things considered. Now, it's time to figure out how to survive. And here comes the IS-3. He bounced, I bounced. IS-3 has a really well-rounded turret, and oh! Went for my viewport. Didn't quite get in, but you can see the scar mark right along the side of the gun. That was close. Artillery can be mean, and they got one of the meanest ones in the game. T-92 is one of the older artillery models that was in the game, and it has the second highest splash radius in the game, coupled with the highest damage per shot. Basically, if you get hit by that thing, you almost die. Oh, and another bounce. M103 over there as well. That's gonna be tricky to take out. But all things considered, everything is going okay. 4502B absorbs the shot again. Patton on the hill. T-57 heavy descending. Other side of the map looks a lot better. Our allies have managed to push forward. Oh, and now I've noticed that the IS-3 at this point has snuck around behind us. M103 on our team is having trouble there. I decided to go after the IS-3. I have this nice little nook to hide in, which will help. Oh boy! 2 more enemy heavies show up. This just got much more complicated. Bounced. 7 heavy goes after the M103. The M103 dies. Land a shot into the T-57 heavy. Bounce another shot. Bounce again. Take a shot, put him into the IS-3. IS-3's down, really low. IS-3's dead. T-57 Heavy on the far side, over there. Lands a shot into me, and oh boy, that did some damage. Well, a bit. About a 12th? Maybe, it might be a 10th. I don't know, I'm not good at eyeballing it. Probably a 10th, actually. VK-4502, yeah, and I turned my turret the wrong way, so now I'm having trouble adjusting. Now, I'm gonna take aim through this nook here, but between the corpse of my ally and so-and-so, and the bulldog's behind me, but I'm not gonna worry about him because, honestly, he can hardly hurt me. Aim for the guy's lower plate, doesn't work. Just racking out the bounces here. Kill the 4502B. T-57 Heavy, sitting right there. Patton rolls up. Oh boy, this is gonna get bad. Almost killed the T-57 Heavy. Come on. I don't remember if I got this guy or not. Oh. I'm now trapped. My track is gone. I don't know what to do. The Patton's behind me. He's gonna finish me off. Yep, and I'm dead. That's what a Patton looks like, by the way. Oh, and the first guy I switched to view, our Centurion blows up at that exact second. Our Batchat 155 is running for his life. We got a FE-4202 right there. Heading back to take out the Bulldog. AMX 5100 fighting the AMX 5120. Doesn't make it. Oh boy. Yeah, and this just goes downhill from here, but I'll keep showing you. Oh, and yeah. But you know, this is what life is. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Let's watch this guy's last stand quickly. Ooh. And he goes down. Well, that's all for that match. See you in the next bit.